For some reason my chat is, as usual, not working. So I have to do a workaround. Oh yes, a workaround. Let me make sure everything on here is muted, because it turns out when I was listening to music the other day, my OBS was picking up that music and you could hear it just as well as I could. So I had to delete that. Is this thing being glitchy? Whoa, where did my desk view go? Okay, hold on one second. There it goes. Okay. It's a little too zoomed in. Let's zoom out a bit. There we go. Okay, I should be on for both of my things, but I'm gonna have to check. Using my iPad. Oh, frig. Do I have Authy on here? Probably not. Okay, I need to turn off my desk view for a second so that I can do this for Twitch. Switching to creator mode. Lovely. How do I see chat? Oh, here we go. Okay, let's put this back. Okay, hopefully that will work. I forgot what I was doing. I want to change my logo for here because it's really quite terrible in comparison to my others. It really could use some work, so I want to work on that. I was thinking I might just revert back to this. Or or even the second one, and just to see what it looks like. Because let's see. I don't need it to be transparent background. I can do that bit of light work myself. Why is Dropbox all the way up here? Let's go to downloads. Let's unzip this. Let's work with the first one first. I love this feature here. Okay, I'm gonna leave the interior white like that. And I'm just going to change this to say and I will move this just into the downloads folder itself. Excellent. And then for this one, I think I'm gonna do, I don't know how it's gonna come out though, because of the shading. Yeah, let's see. Not too bad. Okay, so let me do this now because I've got some of this I want to get rid of. Like that. And then I want to do the same thing on this side. Like that. I think I got it all. And now I'm going to move this one out of where it was. Okay, so I can now get rid of these two things. And let's see. Okay, so I can get rid of that, and now let's see what it looks like, because the dimensions might be off. Okay, so I want to do the square logo first. I'm gonna try this because ideally you wouldn't be able to read. See, it looks very small. Why is it so small? Let's go back here. Yeah, why is this so small? I don't know. Let's make it way bigger. Way, way, way bigger. Now let's center it like so. Okay, now let's get down to business. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, so now that's what it looks like. Let us do what we did before. Let's go back. Let's replace The reason why I'm removing the white is because I don't want it to look like there's an actual white background. Hey Silent Willow, what's up? I'm trying to make my logo a bit better. Yeah, that'll do for now. And then I think I'm gonna change this one to be the one with words. And then let's take a look at the welcome page and see what that looks like now. Yeah, that looks much better than what I had before by far. So I will leave it like this just so that I have something much better than what I had. And now I'm gonna go to, I've been working on my website. See, the only thing I don't like is that it looks just so small here. I would love to figure out a way to make it bigger. But I mean, other than making it bigger in the actual, oh wait, am I opening this twice? That's the issue here. Okay. See, there's no way for me to make it any bigger than the bounding box that it's in. I wonder where I got this image from. I think I got it from here. I'm just scrolling back to see. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. So let me do... Oh yeah, no, I did. It's here. So this is the image. Oh boy, I didn't mean to do that. Because I wanted it to be a bird. I mean, I could try something like this, which is... let's try something like this. My only concern with this is that it's black. I mean, you can tell it's a bird. That goes without saying, but let's see how this will translate. You know what? Hold on. It's a little bit too big. I gotta size it down just a little. Like that. Okay, now... Oops. Let's try this again. Let's just take a look and see what this will look like. Try to make things look pretty, you know? Okay, let's... I think this is the one I want to replace. Right here. I'm looking at the top left to see what it looks like up there. There it goes. Okay. See, because this to me is fine. The issue was now here. So let's refresh this page. Hopefully it'll, yep, better. Maybe I'll stick with that for that. Because it is technically, I think, yeah, that's my mic. It's just my microphone. I'm putting it here just because when I put it here, like out of camera, it's blocking a part of my monitor. I haven't really figured out a way to have this mic not be either in the way of my face or in the way of my monitor. But that's all it is, just my microphone. See, because like right now, I can't see what you're saying because it literally is in the view of my chat window. So I end up having to do. Maybe I'll just do this, and I'll turn the mic around so that it hopefully is facing my mouth, and let's see how that works. Okay. So as you can see, I've been working on my website, and so this is what it looks like now. This whole bottom part here, I'm seriously considering getting rid of all of this information and just leaving my main page with just the four. I have, if you could believe it, I have four newsletters. And it wasn't until yesterday that I even realized not only do I have four newsletters, but on certain days of the week, I am releasing 3, if not 4, emails, one for each newsletter on any one given day, which is again crazy. But I also got mail today, which I'm so excited. And over here on my right, I got some books. So this one is the one, I mean, I'm excited about all of them, but the one I'm most excited about is this one. Which, hold on, I've got this line in my way and it's making me think I have something blocking, but I don't. But have you read the book 52 Literary Gems that inspired our favorite films? So I'm really excited. TCM, this is a TCM book. They do a lot of books like this. I've got like 3 other ones on my shelf. One that's for 52 Christmas movies, and then I think I have volumes 1 and 2 for the 52 like classic movies of all time. TCM is a channel on TV. It's TCM stands for Turner Classic Movies. And so anyway, this is another one. Although this one is bound like really small. I really like how it's almost like a little guidebook, little handheld thing. It's definitely not shaped the same as the other books, which I don't know if that was intentional or not, because I was fully expecting it to be the same size as the other books. Either they intended to do it this way, in which case I love it, or they did it this way because the amount of information per movie/book was probably not as in depth as the other one. I don't, whatever the reason, I like that it's so small and compact, because the other books that I have that are done in the same 52 way is just, it's almost like a coffee table book versus being this small little thing. But I love it just because I want to see, or maybe one day attempt to read the book that coincides with where the movie came from, because a lot of times I don't even realize that they came from a book. A lot of these are obvious, right? Like Frankenstein, but then a lot of them I do know about. The Thin Man by Dashiell Hammett, but there's going to be, I know, some really good ones in here, some little tidbits of information about how they changed it from the book to the movie, that sort of thing. So I'm just really excited to go through this page by page, and then the other book that I got, just because I love video games, people don't realize that, is this book called Disrupting the Game. It's by this guy, Reggie, and he is from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. So it says from the Bronx to the top of Nintendo. So he was effectively the CEO of North America for Nintendo. And he had that role for a really long time. And then he left recently. And after he left, he wrote this book, Disrupting the Game. It's really short. I'm really excited to read it. I just think it's so cool that he came from where I came from the Bronx. So I'm excited about that. I got this book, and then I also got the sequel to the prequel. No, the sequel to the sequel of the Wicked books. I think I told you about the Wicked books. There's 4 Wicked books. So there's Wicked, Son of a Witch, something about a lion, and then whatever the 4th book is. I didn't read the 3rd and 4th book. I only read the 1st and 2nd book from like decades ago. But the author, Gregory Maguire, is writing now a continuation of the Wicked series. So, and this name of this series is called Another Day. So, volume 2 of Another Day came out recently, like in the last couple of weeks, I think. So I just got volume 2, and then I pulled off my shelf real quick because I realized how thin it was. I'm like, this is really thin, compared to the thickness of volume 1. Whoop, hit the mic. Which is this one. So excited to finish the original Wicked series, and then to eventually read these 2 tomes by Gregory Maguire. I think this is expected to be a trilogy, not a quadrilogy, so we'll see. So anyway, I got those books. I got one more that's supposed to be coming tomorrow. Don't think it is. And then what I think is the coolest thing, I haven't had a chance to read it yet. I love Agatha Christie. As you may or may not know, she's an author. Actually the highest selling author in the world. The only book that has sold more copies than Agatha Christie books is the Bible. So that's how many of her books have sold worldwide. Like, she is the highest selling author in the world. Like, the only book that's ever sold more than that is the Bible, which I think is crazy. But anyway, Agatha Christie, they came out with this. I'm a sucker for playing cards. I will show you my playing cards collection, but I've got this, which is a deck of cards, which are really, really nice. Like, I was nervous as heck. There's like a bit of twine around it, which you can't really see because of the lighting, but I had to do a lot of finagling to get the cards out so I could look at them, and then a lot of finagling to get the deck back in because I don't want to cut or tear that. And it comes with this little booklet, which is supposed to be a card game that you can play, but each of the cards has like different people and clues and all of these things, and I think you're supposed to be able to play like some sort of game with the deck that I haven't had a chance to sit down and look at. I got it more just for the fact that I consider this to be like a collector's thing, that I would never use this deck to play cards, but I'm gonna try not to drop this. Just let me take these 2 out. Kickstarters. These are all playing cards. And I think these are all the decks I'm going to get that I've acquired thus far. I don't think I have any more in my Kickstarters that I'm waiting for, but just to take a look at them. So I've got this one, which is Black Lions. I've got these 2, and they're not opened yet because I'm terrified to open them. These 2 are, you know how I have this series that I want to write about magicianry, with doing card tricks being the main arc of the storyline of my magicianry story. So I kind of went crazy. This one is the same deck. So I opened one is still in the shrink wrap. These are a deck of cards from 1815. So they're printed and done the same way that decks of cards would have been printed and played with back in the 1800s, which I think is like, even the like this is authentic. The color of the deck, just the way that they feel, they're just like, the size of them too, they're very, very small. They're a lot smaller than usual, which I like because it can give me an idea of like, okay, this is a deck versus if I were to use this deck versus, let's say, what I would consider to be a deck that I would use today, like I can instantly see like the size difference here from it's like a whole almost an inch and a half smaller. So it'll give me a better understanding of like how I could possibly hide a deck like this on my person if you know my character is being searched because they're accused of having such a deck on them, and etc etc. But anyway, when I saw this Kickstarter, had to go for it, had to get it, had to get 2 decks, so I did. But these right here, these are falcons, and I've gone down the rabbit hole of decks of cards, of collecting them, of the different kinds. I got these because, and you might not even be able to read it, but on the upper corner there, it says, and it's in cursive, so you probably can't read it, but these are throwing cards. So apparently there's this whole group out in the world, and I think this deck I actually did open, where they did. This is one of the like, it's a competitive sport. It's a great many things. So these are different from like your everyday bicycle playing cards because they're intended to be thrown. Like you throw it and it will stick. Like depending on how good you are at throwing the card. Like I'm envisioning it as a weapon. So these would be great cards to use to like throw, and like the guy who I got these cards from, I think we also got like a YouTube video where he shows you how to do it. But he's done things like throw the deck and like slice a pea, like a little pea. Like someone threw it up in the air and then he took the deck and threw it and it literally cut the pea in half perfectly. Which is crazy. And he's sliced a great many number of things with this very deck of cards. So that's why I got them, because they're throwing cards. Not that I'm ever going to really use them as such. And then I got these, which these are Black Lions, and I believe these are from what's his name? Does it say it on here? No, it doesn't say it. Are these from him? I think I got a deck, or I'm going to be getting a deck, if these aren't them, that are the magician whose name escapes me now. The creepy magician guy. Who does like crazy things like holding his breath on the water and stuff like that. These are just a regular, like when I want to just futz around and like shuffle and stuff, I have a blue and a red deck that I can just use to just shoot the breeze with. If I wanted to like play solitaire or something, I have like a regular deck. I also have my deck, I think it's somewhere up there, which is the deck that magicians use. And there was like this famous card magician guy, and so he created his own deck of cards, and so I have that replication deck up there with the book. Anyway, I've been collecting decks of cards. So I've been staying off of Kickstarter just for that specific reason, because I do not want to be buying up any more decks of cards. Something else I've been getting from Kickstarters. Back this up. I don't know, Silent Willow, if you can read what these say. Oh, some of these are really dusty because it's really dusty in my office. Oh God, let's clear the cobwebs, if you will. Now, all of these are not Kickstarters. I will preface that because I don't want anyone to think I'm just doing all Kickstarters. But so let's move this over. 1, 2, 3. These 3 are Kickstarters, and I have, I think, 2 or 3 more coming from Kickstarters. I want to say two. I also have a set of dice that are coming, that are in line with. If I had my phone, I would check my Kickstarter and see. But these are all tarot decks because I love collecting tarot decks. Why, I don't know. I just think the cooler they are to look at, the more interested I am to get them. So, and then I was on, I think it was Amazon or Barnes and Noble. I forget which. I think this one came from Amazon, which is Hocus Pocus. This one was like a pre-order. And I just love, love, love the movie Hocus Pocus. And so I had to get the, and it comes with this like really thick book about tarot, like really, I will do it from here. I'm going to figure out the angle of these cameras so that they make more sense as to, what I need to see and show and how I can zoom in, because I really have done next to nothing but set it up. And then I have this one, which is a modern tarot deck. So you see she's black and it's a woman, which is unusual. Usually the magician is male and white. But I love how it came boxed. It's just so cool. And then again, this one also comes with a book and the deck. And the deck is like splendiferous. Like it's a really gorgeous deck, and it's Modern Witch. So I have that one. So these two, but then I have these three, which are, like I said, they are from Kickstarters. I actually want to, this is a sticker that it came with. It's upside down. So I want to put that in with this deck. I only got to look at this deck briefly after I got it. And it's, what annoys me is how difficult it is to get the lid open. Because I try not to damage or show too much wear and tear on things that I purchased for the purpose of collection. This one is just so intricate. The only disappointing thing I could see with these is the quality of the cards do seem, in comparison to others that are like glossy and like have all this special stuff, a little bit on the cheap side. Same thing with the book that it comes with. But I really appreciated the book hardly gives you any real piece of information. It gives you the bare bones that it could possibly give you. But I just like the all black and then the gold on it. If I had, gotten the higher tier, I think there would have been like more of a gold foil. It would have been more what I was expecting the normal regular deck to be. So I can't be too mad about it. Let's put everything back in the box. I like to collect things. What can I say? And then I got this one, which I think is so cool. It's the Book of Shadows and Alchemist Story. And this deck comes with like a graphic novel, and it comes with like a mini movie as well. So it's really a book where it's utilizing like a tarot deck to tell the story. I think I haven't read it. The book is actually, it's over there. I can't really reach it right now. This was the first one that I've gotten. I think this would be considered the first tarot deck Kickstarter that I've ever done. And then it kind of snowballed from there. So the what I expect the tarot deck to be, like, this is the standard, and the standard, let me tell you, is really high. And the only reason I did this is because a friend of mine, who's a Twitch streamer who I know, she designed and illustrated one of the cards, I think the death card. But look at that. Look at the gold foil. See, it's just impeccable. Like the illustrations, and each one is done by a different like streamer, illustrator, person, which I think is just really, really awesome. And the one that was done by the person that I know personally, and so when she sent an email saying she's doing this Kickstarter and she's one of the illustrators, she did this one, which is, like I said, the death card. Pretty cool. Um, this one so far of all of the decks that I have would probably be easily my favorite. One that's coming, that's a point of contention, which I'm not allowed to talk about because I raged about it already long enough times that my wife wants me to shut up about it. Hasn't arrived yet. But when that one arrives, I will have something to say about it. Because if it's not like the best deck that I've ever gotten, considering I think I ended up paying like over $100 for it, I will rage. I put all these behind me on the shelf. So I can easily reach them. Okay. Oh, enough show and tell. Let's get back to business. One thing I want to change is what it says in each one, because I'm thinking if I get rid of, this is what I was thinking about all day yesterday and today, if I get rid of all these words, then I need a better descriptor for what each thing is in the little box here. So my fiction storytelling journey. I don't like the way I said that. Let's come back here. Now the I am human joke is the I am human statement is kind of a joke. Just because there's this huge uprising happening with AI writing things for other people. So writers are trying to find a clever yet very serious way to let people know that what they're reading from that person actually wrote. Okay, so let's see how that pans out. Let's come back here. Let's reload the page. Okay, so far so good, except I'm a masochist in this way. I don't like that this is one line and this is two lines, because my eyes can instantly see that they're not on the same like the subscribe button is slightly higher than in this one because it's one line versus two. I mean, it really wouldn't make any difference, because if I put this, actually no, the box will always stay that size, won't it? So yeah, I need to rectify this immediately. The other three are perfect. They're two lines, love it. Don't need to change anything about it, but oh my god, excuse me. Before I even do that, I want to log into my I can do it this way because I'm not actually going to be typing in a username or password or anything. So I can, I want to take a screenshot of this. All right. Oh, why does it still say no thanks? Okay, I need to fix that. Lord, it shouldn't say no thanks. They should all say pretty much the same thing. Let me see what they say. I don't remember where I put that information. Somewhere here. Oh, read first. That's what it says. Read first. Let's add that. Down here somewhere. There we go. Read first. Save. Okay. Did I mean to have an icon? Oh yeah, because you know what? I know what that is. That's what you see when you come here. Yeah, so you got there and there. Then you got the Pokeball, and then you got like that. I might get rid of the little icon in front of everything, but for now I'll leave it. I haven't written anything for this newsletter in a while, but I'm thinking of revving it back up. I had a lot to say back when they did the direct, and then they did the Pokemon thing. But I've had precious little to say about what they're doing with Mario and stuff, but I feel like I need to lend my ear, if you will. Okay, so I came here so that I could go the long way around to log into my website. I prefer to do it this way. I mean, I could easily just put in my username and password in the WP admin window, but I've gotten so used to doing it this way that I just, like, it doesn't serve me anything to do it the other way. Might as well just go about it the long way. Okay, so let's come back here, and now I can edit the page and remove all that stuff in the bottom and just have the 4 bricks. So I hate that it does this, but hold on one second. I want to actually, can I just remove this whole thing? I can. Sweet. So I can just do that. Okay. Let's update. I might need to put some space just to bring it down a bit on the page. Let's see. No, I think that's fine. Although, why is it not shortening itself? Is there a spacer there that I'm not aware of? There's a spacer up here. Columns. Yeah, there's no... That's weird. I could change the height of all of these so that instead of 350, let's see what 450 will do for me. I'm just curious if it's gonna make it look terribly distorted or not. Because I might even just do 400, but what is it they said? Curiosity killed the cat? Oh no, I don't mind that. Oh, that actually makes it look bigger. Oh my god, I just noticed. Whoa. Okay. This I love. Perfect. Not gonna touch it anymore. This is exactly what I wanted it to look like. I do want to change this so that it says more than just this, so that it becomes 2 lines like the others. But I will live with it looking like this for now. Something else I've been working on is the blog. I still got to figure out how I'm going to do this. Because if you look here, I've got 92 blog posts. And I'm about to hit my milestone 100, and I want to have all 100 in my actual website. I don't want it to be also, can I just say on the like left hand side, I love that it's got the little icon there. Like that just looks really cool to me, which makes this one look like the worst one. Now that I'm looking at it, like I don't like the pen to paper. How corny would it be if I did a piece of paper and a pen? Like, like one of these images here is what I'm envisioning. I'm gravitating towards either this one or this one. This might be just a bit too fancy. I think I should go with like a modern day pen. Alright, this is what I'm leaning towards. Let me see just how badly this image is. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. This is going to be, because look at what happens if I do this. See? I can't even. I'm trying to think. Okay, gotta go.